All right, Paul, well, we are covering the price of paradise tonight as tariff talks continue. So do the concerns on how they could impact your household budget, including the hidden costs to your home and auto insurance rates. Fears I heard from firsthand from the Police and Kids Foundation in Pinellas Park. They are in the middle of rebuilding a new home for their nonprofit.
Certainly the tariffs are going to affect everybody to some extent. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy, poor, or a nonprofit like us. These costs are being passed on to the consumer, whoever that is.
So tonight I'm going in depth on this with new reports from builders and insurance industry leaders on how tariffs could potentially raise Florida's already sky-high rates even more.
Trying not to shovel away all of his money, Tracy Schofield is building this memorial garden himself as the costs keep piling up to rebuild a new home for his nonprofit.
So what you're seeing here is the second phase and the third phase of our project for the Police and Kids Foundation. We support the families of first responders who die in the line of duty in Florida. We average about 12 a year. Anywhere in Florida, it doesn't matter if they're federal, state, county. If they're a first responder and they pass in the line of duty, then we support their families financially.
They also help Tampa Bay children in times of emergencies. He's now in the point of construction where he's trying to drill down insurance.
The insurance on a property like this easily could be in the $8,000 to $10,000 a year range.
Worried it could only go up as talks of tariffs go into place.
Coming from Canada, Mexico, and China. And those are the three that are being hit right now. So yes, that's going to obviously affect us.
There's no question we would see higher rates for home insurance and auto insurance in Florida because of tariffs.
Mark Friedlander with the Insurance Information Institute.
Biggest supplier of lumber to the U.S. is Canada. But there's more than that. You're talking drywall. You're talking appliances, even furniture and garments. Most of those materials come from outside the U.S.
So how are you calculating that? If the tariffs are different, like from Canada and Mexico versus China, how are you calculating that?
At this point, we're not. We know replacement costs will increase because of tariffs, but we don't have enough data at this point to break it down to specific percentages.
That's because tariff talks continue. But a new report from Insurify anticipates insurance rates will rise 8% across the nation in 2025, 9% here in Florida, and even more if the tariffs stay in place. They cite the National Association of Home Builders, which says Canada is already hit with a 14.5% tariff. That doesn't include any additional global reciprocal tariffs the White House is wanting. That's why they sent this letter to the president asking to exempt construction materials.
If the home prices go up because material prices go up, it's basically going to raise their insurance rates because the cost to rebuild that home is going to go up.
Valerie McKenzie is a local builder in Pinellas Park. Her company is building Tracy's new home for the nonprofit. She's already trying to find ways to absorb the tariffs with her vendors.
The only thing that we really expect to come the customer's way is probably appliances. Everything else at this point has been covered by, that tariff protection insurance type situation that we just kind of developed with a lot of the vendors.
Most likely we're looking at 12 to 18 months before we would see impacts of tariffs on both home insurance and auto insurance.
We just have to realize that's what that is. There are certain things we won't be able to do this year that we might have been able to because we don't have the money for it. And that's unfortunate. Some of it's just putting in the work, and that we can do for free. So, I don't need any money to fix the guards. It's just getting out there and getting dirty, and we're willing to do that.
Now, the Police and Kids Foundation gets its funding through specialty plates in Florida. You can head to abcactionnews.com/insurance to find out more how to support the nonprofit. There we also posted another report saying that tariffs could increase your car insurance, Paul, by 19% by the end of this year.
That's the last thing.